Okay, I'm good. Right, so note to self, don't start a stream straight from OBS. You've got to schedule it because it doesn't like it. Oh, and I need to close my... there we go. Oh, yeah, sorry if you saw a bunch of different lives pop up. I was trying to go live and then I realised the chat was disabled in it and I couldn't figure out how to enable the chat, so I had to go on my phone again, schedule the live, and yeah, I'll sort out the thumbnail and description at the end. Oh, what a palaver, but we are here. Hello everyone. Sorry about that, thank you for bearing with me. Let me just go back here and make sure that one is, delete that one. Just gonna go on YouTube Studio, make sure the other one's deleted. Yeah, I went on it and I was like, you can't see exactly what it is, but you could kind of, and I didn't feel comfortable with that, so I got rid of it. I will now. Okay. Delete. Delete forever, there we go. Right, that is sorted. Not worth the risk. Yeah, exactly. You never know. You never know with people watching back and whatnot, and I didn't want it to still exist and have to then get rid of the whole thing because of that at the start. But yeah, we're all good now. Right, let me welcome in everyone again. So welcome Ashley, welcome Dawn, thanks for joining. Welcome Angie and Paulina. And Kimberlyn. I was so confused. Sorry, Kimberlyn. I was sharing a package that I just received and was afraid that you could see my address slightly on it, so had to cancel, restart, and then it was a bit kind of confusing to restart it on the laptop. Someone has just commented something that I need to translate. Where's English? So yeah, sorry. Hello again, sorry that happened. Yeah, it's alright, Saturn, that got it sorted. I accidentally made it a family friendly for kids video. That's where I went wrong. Wow. I was just trying to do it quickly. That's what I get for trying to do things quickly. But welcome in everyone. Welcome. Hello everyone again. Zoe's back in a bit. Welcome Abelia. Thanks for joining. You just sent hearts, thank you. I can't actually see the hearts on my OBS. I don't know how to be able to see the reactions. Yeah, so many oopsies tonight. Hello Lisa and welcome Kaz. Thanks for joining. Well, anyway, I was going to open an Amazon parcel with you all. So let me do that off camera and show you the little goodie I received today. Forest Cuties, and I got this because, and I don't know if it still is, I will do a quick check on Amazon, but this was £2.36 on Amazon, so I snapped it up. It said it was going to be delivered in September. Yeah, it's £2.26. Let me share my screen. Share my screen. If it will share properly. That one, there we go. Forest Cuties, £2.26 on Amazon UK at least, and that is the proper book. It's not like secondhand or anything, so I was absolutely chuffed with that. So I snapped that up real quick and I can flip through it with you all if you would like to see it. Desert Fox one. I just decided I wanted to do Desert Fox Zoe, to be honest. I didn't see which one. I was like, I want to do that one. Oh, Zoe's got the link to the book that I was showing, 75% off, yeah. So I'll just give you a quick flip with you all. I haven't seen this at all yet, apart from when I flipped it at Zoe's house. Oh, I mean, just look at these. Let me crack the spine there a moment. Oh, it's just filled with these cute woodland forest characters and scenes. I have the capybara cuties, and that one is also adorable. Look at the little birthday party. Squirrels. I was enabled. Yeah, I'm always being enabled, and it was seeing it for £2.26. I was like, I can't say no to that. So if any of you want to grab this from Amazon UK, go ahead. See, I'm not so much a fan of this, where it's just the repeated, like just literally copied and pasted. I'd prefer it if it was just like a bit in the centre, really. I suppose I could use paint pen or whatever. It's just, it's odd how you got clouds on the ground here. But I do like some of the pages. I like enough for £2.26. Yeah, these bears are adorable. I welcome Yana. Don't think I welcomed you in. And Kate, I can't remember if I welcomed in Kate, but welcome. You just got Colour Me Capybara and it's so adorable. Oh yeah, I've seen that one too. Look at that fox. That's such a cute little scene. I kind of just want to use alcohol markers in this book and have it as another kind of cute and cozy book in a different style. The paper does feel nicer than compared to the others. Oh, look at that with them around the tree stump. Oh, some cute characters here. Little bunnies. More squirrels. Like, see, I kind of like the idea of this, just kind of mindlessly colouring some autumn leaves one night. And I'm not feeling up to anything else. Practicing colour combos would be good for that page. You know I love colouring fruit and berries. That's such a cute page with the bunnies. Apple and strawberry picking. Mushroom guys. That one's a bit, ooh, a lot of flowers there. Oh, that's cute. Loads of birds in the tree. Got some cute owls. Little cabins. Nice mindless pattern again here. See, I don't mind the patterns in this book because I bought it for kind of mindless colouring rather than to create masterpieces. I love this page, the otters. So cute. Hi Raven, welcome in. You missed all the drama at the start of stream. I like this one of the ladybirds. Loads of cute little critters. Oh, that's adorable. The little birds in their winter clothes or autumn clothes. Some trees there. Little deer. It's a nice scene with the waterfall. Birds and bees and butterflies. So cute. Got stalks in the trees. Another kind of neat one. Nice little nighttime one. Why do you call them ladybirds when they are bugs, lol? We just call them ladybirds. That's what they're called in the UK. I love this page of all the fruit trees. That's going to be a lot of fun for me to colour. Oh, look at those mice. I wish there were more pages like this of different critters wearing different outfits. I think that's really cute. Today we are colouring in the Desert Fox book by Sogumi. I've just popped it to the side so I can flip through this as it literally just arrived. Oh, I love this one. Again, I like the little critters. They're so cute. Nice repeating pattern. More little critters. The same reason we call a plug, Ashley. We're British. It's just what we call it. So that's the Forest Cuties Cozy Colouring Book by Jake MacDonald. An absolute bargain on Amazon UK. £2.26. Thank you very much. It's an outlet. No. An outlet is where we go shopping. The outlet centre. Right, so this is what we are colouring today. The Desert Fox colouring book. And I've had a few pages flagged, but I know I want to be colouring this one. So I'm going to take the rest of these out. Oh, little page flags. I'm getting ready to do my autumn randomizer video soon, so I need to be getting my page flags back together. Yeah, I love this page. It really reminds me of like a ride at Disneyland or something like that. Kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean or It's a Small World. I think it's so cute. Hi Sam, welcome in. Right, now, I haven't decided what pencils I'm going to use yet. I'll have a look at my swatch book and see which colours match the best. Polychromos have some good blues there. Be used with water. Is this something you have to order on Amazon Japan? Yeah, I got this from Amazon Japan. It is, oh no, I got this from Aladdin, the Korean book website. I think you can also get them on places like Pomodoro and Etsy. But it's called The Desert Fox Mysterious Journey Book by Sogumi. You need a Dole Whip. I'd love to try a Dole Whip, Ashley. I love pineapple. Oh, Dole Whips are good. They don't really, it's not a bigger thing in Disneyland Paris, but I have had a pineapple float and it is very, very, very tasty. I'm not in the mood to use my Prismas. Arrtx have some good colours. Like these greens match quite well up there. Are you going to try to match the coloured image? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The Desert Fox books are on my wish list. Yeah, I've got both of them. If you didn't know, there's two of these by this artist. Here is the other one. This is the 4 seasons colouring book, so it goes through each of the seasons. But I'm colouring in this one today. Oops, my finger slipped and I bought the book. It is so good. There are recipes online, Zoe. Yeah, I mean, to make a Dole Whip, basically just get ice cream and pineapple juice. It is tasty. We're using Luminance and Pablo's in the Twilight Garden book. Lovely. I've been using my Arrtx so much recently, and I think I want to, not Arrtx, Black Widows. I think I want to use something else. I'm thinking either the Arrtx or the Black, oh, I can't speak now. Either the Arrtx or the Polychromos. Kind of feeling the Arrtx. It do be my birthday month, so I like to let the fingers slip. Fair enough, you treat yourself. You're allowed to treat yourself any month of the year, but especially your birthday month. I need a scrap piece of paper. I also might need to turn my fan on as I'm feeling just a little bit warm. Right, and colours. I'm kind of feeling like starting with the water. I have no idea how I'm going to tackle this situation. It kind of looks like a mist going in. But I'm kind of feeling like starting with the water. So I'm thinking this turquoise grey is quite good for like a base, a kind of greeny blue. And Ocean green, jade blue, light aqua, maybe a bit of helio turquoise light. Let's grab all those. Right, I'm turning the fan on. You can make it a rainbow in the mist on the ride. Oh yeah, that'd be cool to have a nice faded rainbow going on there. That's a great idea. So you like that idea? Right. What do I want? Helio turquoise light. Turquoise grey. Peacock blue. No, not peacock blue. Light aqua. Ocean green. That happens all the time on water rides. Mini rainbow's cool because the mist is so fine. Yeah. The pretty sort of light reflects. Right, do need to sharpen these up, so don't mind a sharpener. I seriously thought today was Thursday, so this is delightful. Yeah, no, definitely Wednesday today. Must be catching my slip too, oh dear. Now I've sharpened all these pencils, I feel a bit scared to start with the water. So I might start with the pineapples instead. Because they seem a bit less daunting to me. I'll just get the pencils out anyway. And get some greens out as well. I took my meds early so I could drive after work, so I'm silly at this point, oh dear. Right. So for these, goldenrod, yellow ochre, maybe a bit of yellowed orange in there. Right, and then, I don't know if anything else. I think those should be alright. Maybe a bit of jasmine as well. Grab that. Oh, I haven't got all chat on, there we go. Start with the pineapple and we can have pina coladas alcohol free too. Love that. I've never actually had a pina colada, and that's just because I don't like rum very much. So I just don't think I'd be a big fan. I'm also not the biggest coconut fan. I've started to tolerate it recently, but it's never something I'd choose. I think we might need a bit of brown for these. A bit of a warm brown. Oh, I hate these red tone browns, although I think they're going to be useful for these chests here. Yeah. I have more virgin pina coladas in my childhood, fair enough. Burnt ochre, sienna brown, something like that. Grab them both. There we go. Right, I think I'm ready now. You like coconut? I think that's because my mum craved it when she was pregnant with me. Yeah, my mum said she craved Jaffa cakes, and I do like a Jaffa cake, but she hasn't really liked it. I'm going to start with the sienna brown, and I'm using the Arrtx pencils. Thanks for the link for this book, Zoe, on Etsy. I want to pin that link. Took you ages to find it. Yeah, they can be a bit of a... Oh, come on. How do I pin it? I would. Let me try going on the actual chat here. Yeah, pin message. There we go. Every beach vacay you would get the frozen pina coladas. My dad used to make this drink he called boat punch when we would take the boat out of the intracoastal waterway of North Carolina. Rum, pineapple juice, orange juice and cream of coconut. So good. Pompadour didn't have it. Fair enough. Yeah, I had the 3 little dots but it wasn't working. But it wasn't working. I can't speak. It wasn't working on my chat doc, so I had to go onto the tab. I got there in the end. I craved everything peanut butter with my son and he absolutely loves it at 4 years old. Anything peanut he eats. Oh, I cannot stand peanuts. I hate them. They are not my thing, never have been. It's quite nice that they've put some sort of hatching shading here, so you don't have to think about where your shadows are going. And the fact that you have your coloured image right there as well is definitely helpful. Well, since I thought it was Thursday, I was going to get an ice cream after, but now I have... You can have ice cream any day of the week. I often have it as a little sweet treat after tea or dinner. Looking at this page, I can kind of smell that Pirates of the Caribbean ride smell, and oh, the kind of vague chlorine-y scent. If you know, you know. Let's grab, what's this, goldenrod? And my chat doc is glitched. Let's go live chat again. You love peanuts. Peanut butter was so good. I don't have any at home, no sweets at home. I only get that rolled if I leave the house long. I suppose that's a good reason for leaving. Sometimes I'll have a tub of Ben and Jerry's for dinner when I'm sick. Fair enough, Angie. At least you're eating. At least you're having something in your belly. For me, I really like salt and vinegar crisps when I'm ill. I'm starting to feel better. Dad used to refer to, in fact he still does, he calls them medicinal crisps because I always seem to perk up after eating them. Reminds me of the log ride with that kind of style too. Yeah. Just general water ride smell. They don't actually put too much shading in on the real image, so I think mine will look a little bit different as I add a bit more shading for myself. You got to keep that dairy up, she's sick. Because she's sick, lol, yeah. Get your dairy in wherever you can, even if it is ice cream. You've been eating bland food on doctor's orders since Monday. Been having heartburn from hell. Oh, sounds rubbish, Angie. Are we doing Amy stream tonight or is it tomorrow? I always get confused if it's on Wednesday or Thursday. Amy is tomorrow, yeah. Amy is Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Angela at True Hue is tonight. Midnight is the release of the New Heights podcast with Taylor Swift. I don't keep up with any of that kind of stuff. Let's get the, what's this, yellow ochre. This is the first page in here, isn't it? The first page I've coloured, yeah. Yeah, it's my first page in any of these Desert Fox books, so I'm glad to finally be putting pencil to paper in this book. Because it is super cute. Ooh, exciting, yeah. Although I was having a browse on Amazon Japan last night, and things looked weird. You know how usually it'll have the books listed and you can press just add to basket? None of them had that. It was all under like the buy-in options tab. And that was the case for every single colouring book, pretty much every single colouring book on there. And I was like, what is going on? Let me see if I can you're a bit scared about that. Yeah, me too. Like, you could still order from them, but Amazon Japan. Let's have a look together. Won't have any of my colouring books saved, but if I just search colouring, I don't have it logged in on my laptop. No, it's still the same. So say go on Leon's journey. Well, this one seems to be okay. But yeah, it was all on the other sellers that you had to get things from. But I don't know if that's because I'm looking at it on my laptop rather than my phone. Yeah, these seem to be alright. Add to cart, delivery to United Kingdom. Just checking a few random books. The Yururi type books aren't available for me anymore. Let's search. Tokimeku book series. Yeah, this is a new one. If you aren't aware, there's a new Tokimeku series book coming out as pre-order. It's coming out 28th of September. Let's translate the page. How can I translate the page? It is Travelling Animal Orchestra, exciting colouring book series. It's very cute. The squirrel one. Squirrel. Where's the squirrel? Where's the squirrel? But yeah, when I was on it last night on my phone, literally every single one didn't have a add to cart buy now. It didn't have this. It was all under new and used. So I don't know if that's a phone issue, or maybe if I put my actual address in, then it wouldn't do it. Would you buy Emily Leadholt Oberg's new postcard books? They look so cute. I think I might. Right, let me see if I log in and if it seems to be working for you, does it come up to me? I'm thinking maybe because I'm not logged in, it isn't working, so I'll just log in. Oh, go away. Go away. What is my login? That is the question. No. Let's get the login on my phone. Hopefully. I was on my phone. There you go. Alright, let's try opening my tablet here. Oh, I changed the address from my mum's to mine and it's available. Yeah, because on mine it said ships to UK and that was fine. But, right. Oh, into screen lock. Didn't even need to do that. Silly me. I'm just trying to get the passkey up on my automatic login. Yeah, now I go on it. I won't show it because it says it's got my postcode on it. And where I live. But yeah, now it says you've got to go see all buying options and then you can see. So it's like it's still available, you just can't get it necessarily direct through Amazon. It's strange. And I noticed it was that case for all of the books pretty much on Amazon Japan. So hopefully that's just a temporary thing and not forever, because I was browsing. It was after doing that Mickey to Kai page in Colours Make You Happy. I was looking at the postcard books and I love the look of the fairy tales one. But I will wait to do an order until that new Tokimeku series book comes out. I'm hoping it's a glitch. Yeah, me too, because it seems to be available to ship to the UK, just not to my specific address, which is odd. Love the colour palette you're using, so pretty. Thank you, Yana. As I do with all my streams, at the end I will pop the pencils I used into the description, so if you ever want to use them, and then I will copy and paste that across to future streams. Yeah, using the Arrtx, and they are working perfectly on this paper. Let's grab, what's this, jasmine. Just go over all of that. I think I do need to brighten it up a tad with this yellowed orange. I'm hoping it's a glitch, otherwise where are my YouTube pennies coming in? They'll be going out pretty quick. Well, yeah. I mean, the books are still about the same, but I don't know what the shipping would be if they're all coming from third-party sellers. That's the problem. That is the problem. I'm thinking about doing another Aladdin order though. I was found a new YouTube channel to me. She was here at the start of stream. I don't know if she's still here, but Paulina. I think I'm saying your name right. She is at Paulina Art Stuff on YouTube. And I was watching her colouring book collection. And, oh, love the way she's coloured in a lot of these Japanese and Korean books. So I was like, I think I need to do another order soon. So I love the look of the Green Ivy books. I want to get a few more April books. We've set up a buddy colour in April's Forest Girl for next month, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm like, right, if I colour my first one, then I may need to get another. You'll let me know if you do. Oh, I will, don't you worry, Zoe. I'm looking to do it maybe at the end of this month when I get my next YouTube payment in. That's what I was thinking of, and then I will message you saying, looking to order, do you want anything? They could be doing some A/B testing where they change the interface for some of the users to see how it the change affects sales. Potentially, Erica. Sometimes Amazon does weird things though. You should do a tutorial on how to use Aladdin. Yeah, I have been thinking about that, and doing one where I go over Aladdin, Amazon Japan and Lyrica, because I know a lot of people are scared to do their first orders. Aladdin is by far the hardest, but I find having an account helps, but setting up that account is tricky. You have to, like, it's weird, you have to send your ID, which was completely fine and they verified me, but it just means having an account that you can save books to your wish list, and then you've got all your details saved for next time when you check out. I should do a tutorial. Oh yeah, just read that. Sounds good to you. I looked at that Apol book yesterday, I think, and I was intimidated by the lighter lines. But yeah, it is a bit intimidating. I'll show you the one that I have. Ooh, where is it? Here it is. This is the one I have. I believe this is the first one, and it's not even necessarily lighter lines. It's more that the fact they're quite thin. But I just think it is gorgeous, and I can't wait to colour my first page. We are doing this one. It's so cute with the dog, and there's a tiny, tiny squirrel down there. She just jumped off. She's back now. Oh, did I disappear a moment? May have been your connection. That happens to me sometimes, Dawn, on people's streams where it will not work. I love that one with the books, but you've got these gorgeous pages to recreate. Yeah, she's got 3 others, and Green Ivy has a few books. And yeah, I think I may want a few more of those in my collection, especially the Green Ivy one. I'm between the second and the third one by Green Ivy. I'm not so drawn to the first one they released. But I think if I got Green Ivy, I'd have to, not that I'd have to, but I would want to grab the Harmonious set of Castle Art pencils, just because there's a lot of muted tones in it, and I do love the muted tones, and I don't really have that many pencils with muted tones. The Black Widows have some good muted tones. Oh, I am very much enjoying the way this is looking, and can work really nicely on here. But Arrtx are one of those pencil brands that they do work well on any paper. They really do. I think they're great for when you're first starting out colouring. Good set of budget pencils. Really nice quality. I do recommend them to anyone. I think they're really easy to use as well. There's not really much of a learning curve. You can blend, you can straight colour, and it all works. And they blend together pretty easily. Hi Emma, I am doing much better now. I'm on stream actually. I wasn't feeling particularly great earlier, but thought I'll jump on stream, and I actually am really glad I did, because I'm feeling better now. Thank you. Kaz has the Harmonious set. Love the colours. Yeah, they're beautiful muted colours, like really, really unique. Totally agree. They were my first adult colouring pencils. Oh, the Arrtx. Yeah, they are good. Mine were the Brute Funas, and for ages that's what I recommended, but They're not as easily available now, are they? The Brute Funa squares. I think people struggle to find them. They go in and out of stock. Now I do like how this looks, but it's not quite, it's more yellow than it is on the page. So I'm thinking, what could I add to kind of tone it down a bit? But I don't know, maybe a bit of this burnt ochre I've got out here. It's got a little bit of a red tone. But to be honest, when you first start colouring, whatever pencil set is in your budget, just get them. Just get them and try using them. My first set were the Creative Peaks, which look very, very similar to the Castle Art pencils. They've got the black rounded barrel with the dipped ends. And they did me well, but there was only 72 pencils. So I found that I didn't have the colour range I wanted. So that's when I got the Brute Funa squares. I think getting at least 100 pencils is a good idea when you're first starting, because then you do have that good range of colours to choose from. And you don't have to rely on layering or blending, which when you're first starting out isn't something you want to be thinking about necessarily. I love the fact that Castle run a colouring competition every month for a £100 voucher. Oh, I didn't know that. Castle Art do lots of social media things, don't they? I've got the Deco Time set of 88 pencils, Crayola Pastel and Colours of the World, and a tin of 36 Staedtler. Nice. I've been thinking about the Crayola Colours of the World pencils. In fact, I've been thinking of them for some time. Because I've got the markers. Let me show them. Got the Crayola Colours of the World markers, and these are perfect for colour by numbers, skin tones, and just skin tones in general. But they're also great for just having a load of browns. So if a page has a bunch of browns, I find it doesn't have as many in there, and I can dip into these as well. So how do you like the Crayola Colours of the World? Because I've been a bit sort of hesitant to get them and try them, because I do know Crayolas are harder to work with. They're a very hard pencil. But if you're just using them for one element of the page, I suppose you could get used to them. What am I doing? What am I doing? Don't invest in dupes. Oh, Dawn's off. You have a good evening or good rest of your day, Dawn. Take care. I got my Arrtx because that's what I wanted, not because people kept saying they were Prisma dupes. I don't invest in dupes. Yeah, thing is, nothing is a Prisma dupe. I think Prismas are so unique in the consistency of the pencil, how waxy they are. Nothing ever, and I don't think nothing ever will compare. They've got some magic going on in their Prismacolor factory. I just don't think anyone's, maybe one day, but these are nowhere near similar. They have a very similar colour range, so if you like the colour range of the Prismas, in fact I think this colour range is slightly better and more usable in my opinion. You've got a few more colours of things. You do have fewer pencils in here, but you've got a much better range of greens in my opinion. I'm not so much a fan of these greens. I like these sagey ones, which they also have. I think the blues are a much better range. There's a lot of similar tones here, like blue slate, blue violet lake, light through, similar tones. There's not very many purples, but you've got a nice range of purples here. The peaches are really nice as well. Yeah, it's these reddy browns I don't like, but I don't really like these browns either, apart from these few here. And the same here, I like camel, light umbrella, iron oxide brown. I think where this doesn't have, probably where they've cut corners here is the greys, because look at all the greys the Prisms have. They have a lovely range of greys, like French grey, love them. Love the French greys. whereas these just have 6 greys, so they've got 6 just in one colour family, so definitely a bit different. Something I wish is that pencil companies didn't bother doing metallic and neon pencils in their set of pencils. Give me 3 more pinks, 3 more blues, 3 more greys, browns, whatever, anything. If I want neons, I will buy myself a set of neons, and I don't want neons, so I don't buy myself neons. I just wish pencil companies would stop including them as the standard, because I know a lot of people are the same, they just never touch them. Buy yourself a set of metallic pencils if you want to play with metallic pencils, but I don't need it in a basic set. Just don't need it. Onto the background, going to try and use water-based markers, but pick them up from a glass palette and attempt a watercolour effect. Eek! Oh, good luck, Yana. Hope it goes well. Feel free to send me any progress pics you have. I would love to see. Oh my! Right, I'm getting the chat tab up rather than this. I use a custom dock, so it's in light mode, and it's not very good. So sometimes I just get it. It's just I'm getting annoyed with it, so I'm getting up this. It's more reliable. You've got the markers too. I just used those in my scavenger hunt pages last month. Nice, Chrissy. Wow, what a difference. If Amazon Japan does stop shipping to us, I've got 3 books in my cart on Amazon Japan that totals £44.17 including shipping. The same 3 books from Etsy, all from the same seller, £61.49. Wow. See, that's exactly why I've never bought books from Etsy, because they always charge you sort of the base rate of shipping. They won't combine it or give you a reduced rate if you buy multiple. Whereas Amazon Japan, I find it adds an extra around £2 per extra book you have. It's about £20 for the flat rate, and then it's approximately £2 per extra book you add, so it's not as bad. But Etsy tends to be £20 per book, and then the actual cost of the book often is like £8, £7, like less than £10, really affordable. Hello Gemma, welcome in. You enjoy them? The Prela's Colours of the World pencils. I mean, they're quite cheap, so it's worth just getting them. I've seen on Amazon they have the box of 150 Crayola super tips now. Yes, I saw that too. I think I will grab those when my second set of 100 super tips, which to be fair to them lasted for almost a year, will start to run out. Then I'll get the 150. I enjoy them in Lulu books because of the harder pencil. Crayola Colours of the World, I mean. Ah, nice, Chrissy. Yeah, I like... See, I quite like a softer pencil in Lulu's books, although I do use harder ones as well. I kind of use a whole range in Lulu's books. I never have struggled with the paper. I use Black Widows, Arrtx, Arrtx. I've used the Standard Design Journeys. Amen to that. Yeah, exactly. Agree. Hello everyone, what book is this image from? What coloured pencils are you colouring with? Hi Brittany, welcome in. This is the Desert Fox Mysterious Journey colouring book by Sogumi. There is a pinned link in the chat if you want to check it out. But that's not me trying to make you buy, just if you want to look at it in better detail and see what it is. And I'm using the Arrtx pencils. They are doing a very nice job. I'll tell you what, this burnt ochre has given it that slightly more warm orangey tone that I was looking for. Trying to experiment a bit more with layering pencils. I followed my very first My Colourful Country Life tutorial, and wow, she uses a lot of pencils. Don't think that could ever be me, but it was great to learn how she layers and builds on the colours and adds layer upon layer upon layer to just slightly change the colour tone. It was very, very interesting and informative for me. But yeah, it took a long time definitely the Arrtx 2. I do have a hard time with Prismas in my Lulu books though. I've only used Prismas once or twice, I think. Yes, in my Lulu books. I used them once as to shade on top of water-based markers, because I quite like using Prismas to shade on top of marker base, just because they're so kind of creamy and just blend nicely on top. And the other one was for the Australian animals page. I didn't really like the effect of that. I'll show you the pages. They're both in the same book actually. Oh, I need to put my main light on. I'm a bit turned round in my colouring shelves because I started to run out of space. I kind of need to get myself another set of shelves. Million baby apples. So things that were on my right are now behind me, and yeah, I'm just getting a bit confused. I will show you. I used Prismacolors on this one, and they worked nicely to layer on top of the water-based markers. Still need to come back and finish that one eventually. And then the other one, I wasn't a big fan. I hadn't had them that long at this point, and I just decided to go for it. Very kind of bright colour palette, but the background isn't the best. I was brave and actually coloured a background with pencil. That was another thing Karen did a whole double page spread with just pencil background. No, not for me. I absolutely hated doing that background. Yeah, definitely prefer other pencils in this book. Like, I used Arrtx here. They worked really nice. And I think that might be it in this book. Yeah, I need to show some more love to it. But what I'm trying to do with my Lulu books is I've got them in order on my shelf of when I last coloured in them. So I'm hopefully going to be trying to pick from the one side that I haven't coloured in for the longest time to try and rotate through them a bit better with my prompts. Which I've just been... Whoa! Sorry. My something just fell down from my shelf, so I'll show you what it is. YouTube have this Partner Perks app. I don't know if it's worldwide or just UK, but they had this that you could sign up and get, and you just got it for free if you managed to log in at the right time. But it's a little clapperboard. It's really cute. So I put Colouring Bumblebee, the amount of subscribers I had when I got the plaque, and then not the plaque, this is not a plaque, when I got this clapperboard, and I'll kind of update it each month or something. I don't think I'll include it in all my videos, but it's really cute. And I've just kind of got it resting against my bookshelf. Love it. Right, back to chat. I struggle with the Ohuhu coloured pencils in the Lulu May and Million Mermaids book. What did you use the Crayola Super Tips for? Oh, so I used them for basing. I don't know if I used them on that page. I think I used Tombows mainly on this one, but I'll sometimes, I think that one was a Crayola Super Tip, that pink, to base those. But I really like using water-based markers to base in these books. Just makes the colouring process a bit quicker and easier. Let's not knock that clapperboard because that scared me. I use watercolour pencils in a Mythagoria book, and the paper hated it so much I have to try and fix the picture now. Yeah, some books you think watercolour pencils are going to be great in here because the paper's nice and thick, etc. Then you try it and you're like, oh no, what have I done? I suppose that is the importance of testing your mediums out, but I can't be bothered sometimes. Yeah, I struggled using Inktense for a background in my mythographic book. That was quite a while ago, and I wasn't as used to using the Inktense pencils at that point. I tend to do pencil backgrounds quite often. Oh, I don't have the patience for it. I could do it if it's just like a light layer of something, or a small like circular background. I quite enjoy doing gradients of colours. but this was like a bokeh effect, and oh, I got so bored with it. I just wanted to be done, and my hand ached, and yeah, it just wasn't for me. But it was a good experience. Glad I did it, and I do like the finished results. It was the double page spread with the large flower on one side and the bee on the other in De Vel Tunda de Lupa Zulande. Just noticed I've missed a bit of the pineapple over there. I wonder if anyone was bothered by that. And here, this whole section there. You like pastels for background? Pan pastels? Yeah, I don't have any pan pastels, but I do use pastels very occasionally. I do get annoyed at them, how messy they are, but I'll use them every now and then. Often I just embrace the white of the background. I did not use a tester page, I just went for it and that was a mistake. Yeah, Mythogoria is super thin paper, not good for water mediums, which stinks. Yeah, is the Mythogoria paper different to Mythographic then? Because I would have thought they were the same, you know, being published by the same company and all that. I bought those comfy and cozy Disney books you recommended, Zoe. I got them all. Oh, the who was it by? The one, yeah, I know the ones you mean. Let me see if I can find them because they are so cute. Am I logged in on here? Let's see. No, that's fine. What's it called? It's like cute, cozy, cute and no, it's not cute and cozy. It's comfy and cute and comfy. Can't remember the exact name of them. Cute and comfy, maybe, was it? Let's just sign in. Right, let me find these books for you because they are adorable. Wish list. I literally never use my laptop to search things, so I'm a bit like, what's going on? Sweet and cozy. Thank you, Zoe. Sweet and I knew it was something along those lines. It's like cute and cozy, comfy cozy, sweet and cozy. Here they are. But yeah, look at them. They're all Disney themed. Yeah, and they've got really cute Disney themed pages, and they've got quite a presence on Instagram. If you search for Sweet and Cozy, then you can find them on there. Yeah, they are so cute. Picked book one. Zoe's got us with the links. Yeah, they've got 4. 2 of them are just kind of Disney themed, and then you have a villains themed one, and oh no, they've got 5 now. They've got a villains themed one, a summer themed one, that's 4. And then the 5th one is like royal scenes. That one looks really cute. You can do water mediums in the Mythographics, but not Mythogorias. Ah, so they are different papers. It's thinner, I believe. Steve has one. When you base with the water-based markers, do you apply the markers straight to the paper or do you use a palette first? I just go straight on the paper. Definitely test in the book because some books will bleed through if they're double-sided, but Lulu Mayer books I find they don't bleed through, they're fine. You may need to test yours because I know it's different for different countries, the Lulu Mayer paper. I'm just trying to think of a book which isn't good. Oh, the Lulu Mayer Kawaii Taro is terrible for bleeding through with water-based markers, so I don't recommend them on there. You've got to be careful. Good afternoon, Robin at the Bibliophile Puzzler. Lovely to have you join us. So both methods will work. Straight marker will be darker than applying with water. Yeah, I've never actually used the picking it up with a brush technique. I'll have to try it one day, but I just colour straight on the paper. You do get slight streaks, but I find that I can work it with it. I need to do a video where I show how I base with water-based markers, because I do have a bit of a technique of getting as smooth an application as you can. The key really is to work quickly and go all in the same direction rather than going little bits, picking your pen up, little bits, picking it. That's when you get the really, really bad streaks. If you do long strokes in the same direction, you'll still get them, but they won't look as bad and you'll be able to cover them up with pencils easier. So yeah, I do need to do a video on that. Has anyone used alcohol markers in the Mythogoria books? I don't have any of the Mythogoria, but they work great in Mythographics. I'd assume they work well in Mythogorias because they're single-sided. I would try both on a blank test page so you can see the difference. Yeah, that's a good idea, Saturn. All added to basket and save for later. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to get those sweet and cozy, but I definitely want to get a couple. Yeah, the ones themed to films I'm really enjoying at the moment, like the Fuzzy Meow V's. I saw another one, Cinnamol. That one's really cute as well. It's on my wish list too. Yeah, those sweet and cozy ones. I love me some Disney, and I love how they're just made into cute little characters. So adorable. Did they never release the Lulu Tarot book with better paper in the UK? No, they didn't. I know a lot of people in America said that the Kawaii Taro paper was better than the normal one, but for us definitely wasn't the case. It was so much thinner, water-based markers bled through. Yeah, pencils don't do very well, they don't layer very nicely, but I work through it. I do love that book. Oh, Chrissy's got to go. Have a good day. Thanks for joining, Chrissy. Hi Michelle, welcome in. Anastasia, alcohol markers work great in Mythogoria. There you go. They work great. They're great. I have both tarot versions. Rebought it because the paper was so bad. Yeah. Lulu needs to re-release it with the publishers of Lulu's House of Wonder. Yes, yes she does. The paper, when Lulu's House of Wonder was first announced, I thought it was going to be the same paper as Kawaii Taro, and I was like, oh, but it's so much better. It's thick. Markers layer nicely on them, from what I've heard. Pencils blend really easily. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. Yeah, I doubt she will re-release, but it would be good. Are they the same publishing company? Where are they? They're on my buddy colour pile, that's where they are. This is Walter Foster, and this is Walter Foster. But yeah, completely different paper. So much better. I mean, the book itself is so much thicker, and I think this has more pages in it. Is it printed in a different place or anything like that? You grabbed your Mysterious Journey book so you can colour along. Love that, Paulina. I was just saying I had been inspired by you to get some more books, hopefully on Amazon Japan or Aladdin soon. So that's Quarto Publishing Group. And the same here, Quarto. Does it say where? Printed in China, printed in the United States. Now, there you go. This one was printed in the US, terrible paper. This one in China, wonderful paper. Like, just listen to the thickness there. Completely different. But you can see I've done a few of these pages based with water-based markers, and you can see they bleed through. This was because I spilt some water, spilt a drop of water and it bled through. But you can see the pink and the purple, or the blue, from underneath there, and the same here. You can see it shadowing through there. So I only do it for these first section where they are single-sided pretty much. I don't mind about having a bit of bleed through and shadowing there. Yeah. So they didn't cope with water-based markers well at all. So I don't use them for the ones at the back, which are all double-sided. In fact, you can see some dots of, I believe that was metallic watercolour. Should be able to cover that up with pencils though. A little investigation into the Lulu books. Yeah, so much bleeding, it's awful. Yeah. I do feel the need to like warn people, and if you're using metallic watercolours, you've got to use a tiny amount of water. Got to really make sure they sit in the water for a while and they're nice and thick. If they're too watery, then they will bleed through. Often I find they just kind of ghost or shadow through. I just kind of embrace it because I like the look of the metallic watercolours so much. Yes please to the video showing use of water-based markers. Yeah, it is on my list. It is on my list. Let me see if I have my list to hand of video ideas. Yeah, I've got how to colour with markers, did that. How to colour pastel, 5 underrated artists. I've actually got an idea to make this into a bigger tag. How to base with water-based markers, how I colour a mythographic page, how to colour monochrome, and how I colour water. So I've got a little list of video ideas when people suggest things. Just go on there. But doing like how I colour videos I find quite daunting and scary. Like doing them, and it's a lot of pressure I feel, or more pressure than there is otherwise. But yeah, I do want to do it because I know a lot of people found my how to colour with alcohol markers really useful, and people actually used it as a reference, so that did kind of lift my spirits of like, okay, people actually do enjoy these things. So maybe water-based markers will be next. Be good to show it in a Lulu book. Maybe pick a page for a prompt or something like that. And a similar idea, I could do a video where I show how I colour a Disney colour by number as well. Like the outlining, and maybe do like a Disney tag on top of it as like a voiceover, so it's not just me colouring. You've got something going on in the background. Wonder what the difference is between the Korean and Japanese colouring for a Bright Day Together book. Have a look at the picture because it may be the same. Just my cameras. You can see the edge of my desk. Ugh, the professional quality. Still see it. Need to go down a bit more. I think I must have knocked it with a book or something. There we go. Yeah, have a look at the picture of them and see if the text is the same, because sometimes it's just being sold from Amazon Japan but it's still Korean and vice versa. I meant in quality, yeah, because if the title is the exact same, like in the same language, Korean or Japanese, then it will probably be the same paper. So I wonder how different my APOL book is because this one is in Japanese rather than Korean, and it was originally a Korean book, I think. It's all in Japanese or Korean, I don't know. There is a way to tell the difference between them. Can't even see it. Printed in Japan, this one was. So I wonder what, Paulina, was yours printed in Korea or Japan? Your April Forest Girl book. I do want to stock up on the Sakura Glaze pens since they're being discontinued. I saw about that, and I heard about that, and yeah, I think I may need to get some too, because I've been using it quite a lot recently, and I don't think it's got very much ink left in it. So I was looking at that the other day, potentially getting a few more spare. I don't know, maybe like 3 or 5. You're missing how to colour crystals. Ooh, I will add that to my list. I'll add it now. Paulina's got the Korean April. So I wonder how different the paper is. Where's my pen? How I colour crystals. There we go. It's on the list. Oh, and how I coloured Disney Colour by Number. It's a sort of list that I just, whenever I get a comment on YouTube and someone asks, and I like the idea and I could see myself doing it, I will add it to this. How I colour Disney Colour by Number. Oh, hi Millie, welcome in. Thanks for joining me on the stream. Michelle's really enjoyed the rank and rate, they were great. They're still coming. They're still coming. I was counting the other day and I think I've got at least another 10 parts that will be going up. RJ Hampson is next. I do need to film his. I was going to do some filming today and I wasn't feeling up to it. So maybe tomorrow or Friday. It'll have to be soon. Usually I have one in the bank ready to go. But after RJ, I'm not sure which next. I'm thinking either Lomart. I'm saving Tokimeku. Because I don't want to do all my favourites like all in one go. So I kind of want to spread the love. So I'm thinking Lomart or Colouring Heavens or the Colouring Heaven Pockets. What else have I got here? Or I could do something like Melpomene and Kanoko Agusa all in one video. Those are my ideas for what's next. The rank and rate after RJ. It's left a published page to use as a reference, yes. So this book has line art on the right, page for you to colour, coloured page on the left, and they are so beautiful that, yeah, you can use them as a reference. You can colour them however you wish, but it's nice. I think it's a fun challenge for me, having these reference pages and trying to replicate them as best I can. I'll make a few creative choices here and there. Say I don't like the colour of something, I can change it. Yeah, it's a good way to help yourself learn how to colour in different ways with different colour palettes, etc. Hi Hidden Gems, welcome in. We might need to grab some too. Why discontinue such a popular item? Hunky Dory sells singular clear Sakura Glaze pens. I am going to search that so I don't forget Hunky Dory, because I do know what you're on about. UK's favourite paper craft. Erica just discovered my alcohol marker one this morning and loved it. Oh, thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, quite a few people said that they use it and refer back to it, which it's always nice to hear and read. I think it's a kind of fun idea for everyone to do, like how they colour a certain artist's style. Maybe that's a series I could do. See, I have so many ideas for videos, that just constantly circulate in my head. Doing a how I colour Lulu Mayo pages. So I've done a Camellia Angel Cove one, could do a RJ Hampson one, Johanna Basford, like just a whole bunch, because there are different processes I use for different pages and books and artists and styles. So maybe that could be a 2026 series, as 2025 is the year of rank and rate. I think it will see me to close to the end of the year, the amount of parts I have left to go. My copy of that book will be delivered tomorrow. Which one, Michelle? This one? Can you explain how you look at the reference image and how you see how many colours you need to build up with shadows? So I kind of just look at it as a whole. Pick out my pencils. So at the start of my stream, I went through and I was looking at my swatch thinking, okay, it's kind of a more muted yellow, so I want these yellows. It has a bit of an orangey tone, maybe a bit of a brown to it. So I picked out my pencils there. And then when it comes to actually colouring the object, I start with the shadows first. So I started here with the shadows, copying there. And then I kind of just go with what feels right to me, because they haven't actually got too much shading here. I'm putting in a lot more shading with my own work. So I'm kind of more using the colours as a guide and then doing the shading myself. So you can see here there's a bit of a shadow going across in a triangle there. So I'll try and add that back in at the end. Yeah, and I just layer a lot with these and just looking back, and so once I've finished with the colour, I'll look at the image as a whole and be like, okay, what can I do to tweak it? I mean, I'm trying to replicate it best I can, but I am also trying to do it in my own colouring style, and I do like to include a bit more shading rather than just flat colour, because there's a more, they've got multiple colours in it, but it's hard to explain. Like, they've got the highlights and the shadow, but not necessarily, like, it's all quite flat in tone on the individual kind of segments of the pineapple there. And I'm just thinking, okay, well, these bits kind of would have a shadow behind it where they're curving up. So adding a bit there. Kind of just making it up as I go along, like I do with most of my colouring. Hoping for the best. Which I know is not the best when you're trying to explain to someone, but I hope that helped even a little bit. Night, Emma. Have a good evening. Thanks for joining us. I just stick to colour along, too much thinking about involved in how-to videos. Fair enough, Paulina. I mean, with my how-tos, it's kind of colour along, and I'm just explaining what I'm doing a little bit. I'll explain one bit and then I'll speed up the next. That's kind of how I do my colour alongs anyway. Trying to talk through. Sort of saying, okay, on this side I'm gonna use the darker shade and this side the lighter shade. Just little nuggets of what I'm doing throughout. Cult pens still have all the glaze. Yeah, Cult pens, I think CassArt still do. Amazon have always been terrible for buying the glaze pens. They're insanely expensive on Amazon. They're like, I think it was like 40 quid for the whole set or something. It was like insanely expensive. I think I got it from Cult Pens the first time, my two glaze pens. Yeah, I was thinking about getting some more Inktense pencils, so if I do that, then I will add in a bunch of glaze whilst I'm there. Often I'll shop around various sites to see which is cheapest, better value. I think Cult Pens had the best deal recently on Inktense. They were like £1.80, £1.90, something like that. which was the cheapest to get them from. Right, going for the yellowed orange. Your voice is lovely to work to, by the way. Thank you. I just realised how much time has passed and I was just working. Excellent work stream for me. You are so welcome, Ashley. Happy to entertain. You know what I was doing yesterday at work, Ashley? I was gonna message you this, but I decided that every time I was in the car travelling between clients' houses, I'm a carer for those of you who didn't know. As I was driving between people's houses and calls, I put on my Hamilton playlist to see how far I'd get through it. I don't have all of the songs on. There's a few I don't have, like Farmer Refuted, the rap battles, like the little songs that I'm just not so much a fan of. But my playlist, and I managed to get through to Burn. I'm just travelling between people's houses, having a bit of extra time between calls. So Burn's about halfway through Act 2, so it was quite a way through the playlist in a day at work. Give me something a little bit more interesting to do than listen to just the radio. Might finish it off tomorrow. Get to the end of Act 2. Very helpful tips. You're welcome, Hidden Gems. You got your glaze coloured pens from eBay. Ah. Love it. Glad you told me. Next day at work you can play the other half. Yeah, play from Burn onwards. And then when I got home, it was right at like the end of the song and I just stayed in my car and belted it. I was like, I can't leave before the final part of the song. So I just sat in my car in the dark, singing my heart out, hoping no one's walking their dog nearby. Farmer Refuted is hilarious, plus my cousin knows the guy who sings it on the album. Oh, Thane Jasperson, isn't it? The only remaining original Broadway cast member in the show was the original Samuel Seabury. I mean, it is funny. I just, when I'm listening to the playlist, I want to listen to the songs I like, and that one, the rap battle, there's a couple others. I can't think of what they are now. Yeah, I like most of the rap songs in Hamilton, but not the cabinet battles. They're just not for me. I mean, it's fine when I'm watching the whole show, and I think it's nice when I'm watching the actual show on Disney Plus, then I've got something different. A couple of extra songs. Oh, hi Shani. Sing like nobody's listening. I say that's exactly what I do in the car. Zoe can attest to that. In fact, I sing even louder when I'm alone, and I sing loudly with Zoe in the car because I'm comfortable around her. But I belt. I'm a belter. I really am. I like holding my long notes at the end of a song and putting all my effort into it, because I'm such a shy person. I could never actually sing on a stage or anything like that. It's just it could never be me. But in the car, I'm the best singer in the world. And in the shower. Sometimes in the shower, not all the time in the shower. Farmer Refuted is hilarious. Yeah, you're beautiful men to look at who can sing. Exactly. I listened to the album so much before I saw the musical that by the time I did see it, I was just waiting for the songs that I didn't like to go by. It was frustrating. Ah, see, I didn't know anything about the musical until I saw it. I think I may have heard the, like, Alexander Hamilton, like that kind of bit. Like the first, like, just the kind of riff of that. But other than that, I hadn't seen anything, watched it on Disney Plus, and I just fell in love. Took me a little... I'm like, what was the point? I think it might have been Skylar Sisters, where I was like, yes, I'm obsessed with this. And then we got to Satisfied and I was like, oh my god, this is a masterpiece. Like, yeah. So I'm glad I didn't see or listen to any of it before I went. I haven't seen it live yet. One day. But before I saw it on Disney Plus when it got added. And I watched it pretty soon after that. Me and a friend at uni, we were the ones who were very obsessed with it. On a drunken night out, we would often come back and just watch it on Disney Plus together. I can indeed. Yeah. Zoe knows. My mum's solution for a bad mood was to put Neil Diamond on in the car, full blast, and sing as loud as she could. That's a good idea. Yeah. I sound like I'm being hurt when I sing. I'm awful. I think I'm very, very mid. I'm not terrible, I don't think, but I'm not good. But to be honest, I think most people with a bit of training, they could be singers. Just look at all these celebrities that have been in movie musicals. With a bit of training, anyone can sing, really. I did that app which analyses what your vocal range is. Literally, it's such a terrible app. You can't do anything apart from just testing your vocal range at the start. You can't, like, because on the ads it says, oh, it then transposes all of the songs into a key that you can actually sing it in, but that's all locked behind a paywall. But I did it just to find out what my vocal range is, and I'm a mezzo, so I was like, interesting. And then I deleted the app. Right, what am I on next? Sienna Brown, that's what I'm doing. I've never seen Hamilton, but I know the live show is coming to Glasgow and I want to see it. See, that would be amazing, to see it for the first time in person. Yeah, that's great. It's like, I really want to see Six, the musical, and I have purposefully tried to avoid all songs I can. It is very hard to, because they're constantly playing clips of it, and I've heard bits and pieces, but I don't know the overarching plot to it other than it's got the 6 wives of Henry VIII. So that makes me very excited to see it when I eventually do. And the same with Wicked. I didn't know anything about the plot other than it was like a prequel to Wizard of Oz. I thought going into it that the Glinda and Elphaba, the 2 witches, I thought they were sisters when I was going into it. That was my only kind of thought, and then it turns out no. The only things I knew was Defying Gravity and Popular, because they'd sung that on Glee. So that was all I knew going in, and absolutely fell in love with it when I saw it. Between me and Jess belting out songs, I think we did Steve's Head when we went to Oxford. Yeah, we did. We definitely did. I want to go see Six with you for sure. Yes. I want to see Six so badly. It's on a Bristol at all, Michelle? I don't think it is anytime soon, but it has been. I don't think it's upcoming yet, at least. It wasn't too much, because I occasionally will look at Bristol Hippodrome to see what's on there, if anything's appealing to me. At the moment, nothing's appealed to me too much. And I would be wanting to see anything, but love Glee. Yeah, I loved Glee too. Big fan. Season 1 to 3, just amazing, and then it slowly dropped off. When we did our kitchen a couple of years ago, my dad completely redid it, and was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago? It was a couple of summers ago. And I helped out with the painting and the tiling. I say I helped out, I was forced to. Didn't really want to help out. DIY is not my thing, but I helped out. And my dad was like, right, if you help out, you can listen to whatever music you want to. And I was like, okay. And he was like, right, the Glee playlist isn't so bad because he recognises a song here and there, like a bit of Billy Joel or a bit of Queen, a bit of can't think of anything else now, but yeah, like there's the occasional song which he'd recognise, whereas if I was playing, say, my Disney or my throwback tunes, he'd be like, what is all this? So he was like, you can play your Glee, that's okay. Not anytime soon, yeah. Look at Glasgow and Edinburgh. Edinburgh. It was there September last year. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was there not that long ago. And it's doing its tour. I mean, it'll be on tour again. It'll always come back around again. Hi Amy, welcome in. It doesn't age too well though, or I found it, yeah, absolutely not. Glee does not age well. It is very of its time, but even then it was very progressive in terms of representation of characters, but the jokes they make are, they would not fly today. But that's the case for a lot of programs. A lot of programs would not fly today, which in some cases that's a good thing, in other cases it's like, wow, come on, it's just comedy. Les Mis is a must-see live show. I've seen it and love it. Absolutely, Angie. I love the film. I do love the film. But I saw quite a few musicals when I was at uni in Southampton, because there's a theatre there and you could get tickets for 20 quid at the back of the theatre, nice and cheap. So I saw Les Mis there, Wicked, Lion King, The Bodyguard, and Swan Lake, the ballet. I think that was it. But yeah, I used to really like going and seeing the shows there, and saw Les Mis and oh my gosh, jaw dropping. Loved it. London tickets on the 24th of August from £34.50. Yeah, don't look at the from whatever price, Zoe, because often that's one seat at the back corner where it's restricted viewing. You've got to check on the actual seating plan to see what's actually available. But yeah, you can get tickets for reasonably cheap in London. You're just in the circle, which I've, apart from once when my friends bought me a ticket to the show, I've always seen a show in the circle or the balcony, and it's just as good. You can still see. The worst I had was the Harry Potter play, Cursed Child. We were restricted viewing right at the back. We were basically looking down on the play, and there was a bit where someone pops out at the very front of the stage out with some water, and all of us in our section just leaned forward to be like, what's going on? But even that was incredible. They had little binoculars you could pay £1 to rent. I saw Les Mis at the West End a few years back, absolutely loved it. Yeah, my next highest on my list is Phantom, to see it in the West End. Oh, I want to see that so bad. The staging looks amazing. And then closely followed, for something that I've never seen, is Six. For like something that's brand new to me, it's Six, but then something that I just want to see is Phantom. For years it was The Lion King, and I finally saw that a couple of years ago. Wetting an itty bitty space with an itty bitty brush. I hope you're having fun, Yana. What page are you colouring, did you say? Was it Maria Troll? It was nice seeing you colour this page. Can't wait to see the results. But for now, it's time to sleep. Bye, everyone. Take care, Hidden Gems. Thanks for joining. Les Mis is my favourite along with Miss Saigon. I've never seen Miss Saigon and I know nothing about it, but it does look incredible. I often see clips of the, what's her name, Eva something singing. Oh, she's amazing. I'd love to see Hadestown as well. That's high on my list. I think it's coming to the West End soon. I think I saw that literally like today or something. There's so much I'd love to see. There's very few I wouldn't be interested in seeing. And those are probably all the like older musicals from like 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm just not as into those. Anything else I would see? £54 at the back of Dress Circle in September. Grand Circle £44.50. Yeah, you can find good deals anywhere. I heard The Cursed Child was really good, but I couldn't make myself go out to reading the book. Now, Amy, this is the thing. The story of Cursed Child, utter rubbish. Like, some of the worst writing, some of the worst storytelling I've ever read in my life. I wasn't going to read it, but we got the tickets on the day it was released, and we spent 7 hours waiting in the queue that day. We got through to the payment screen 3 times, me and my friends, got kicked out, and then finally got tickets, and it was for over a year away. And then the book released a couple months after, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the play. And I read it, most of it, on the train to my grandma's, and I was like, what is this? I think I even threw the book across the room a couple times because I was like, this is ridiculous, like this would never happen, like what is this rubbish? But seeing it in person, pure magic. The staging and the way they do the magic, like so many, like even though I knew what was coming, there were so many like like shocking moments. I do recommend, if you're a Harry Potter fan, if you're just a musical stage theatre fan, I do recommend it. It, like, seeing it in person is so much different than reading. Like, the story's still terrible, but the acting and everything. I was very lucky I saw the original cast. They were amazing. They were amazing. And I would see it again, because I saw it. It was the year after it released, but still the original cast. So I think that was 2017 or 2018, can't remember which. I would like to see Wicked, as I haven't yet, waiting for the second half of the film to go out. Yeah, I think a lot of people are doing that, waiting for the second half, then watching both. I'm lucky I can get discounts on tickets because of my health, and while my parents are over 60, so I can get concessions too. They don't do very many discounts for tickets in the UK for many places. They don't really do student deals, they don't really do like, they do kids tickets, but that's about it. I've sat in the Gods in Bristol, so cool because it's so high up in the theatre. Miss Saigon is amazing, but be prepared to cry. Yeah, that is what I've heard. It's an amazing, emotional musical. I'm a crier, I don't care. I might need to go take a booster seat when we go, because the further back I am, the more I'm not going to see. Lol, no fun being a midget in a theatre. I mean, most places are okay because they are stacked quite high, the seat, like, you're quite far up from the row behind you, so unless you're sat directly behind a really tall man, and if that's the case we'll switch seats, so it's fine, you should be fine. Yeah, get your booster seat out. Complete character assassination, wasn't it? But yeah, I heard it was amazing on stage, so wish I had seen it instead of reading it. Yeah, and being in the theatre with people who hadn't read it and hadn't seen it, didn't know anything going in, like, because it's in 2 parts and you go in at lunchtime and you come back again in the evening, it's such an experience. It's a full day out. There's nothing like it. And hearing people go, oh, can't believe it ended like this in Act 1, like, oh my gosh, and you're just like, hee hee, I know what happens. I wish I hadn't read it and I could have gone in unaware of what was going on, but I just couldn't. I couldn't wait. Knowing it was over a year away, I had to have something to keep me going. I've seen Phantom 5 times and saw Miss Saigon, which is a modern take on Madame Butterfly. Amazing. Love that, Yana. At the Hippodrome or the Beacon, Michelle. I think Tom Felton has joined the cast now. He is joining the Broadway cast, so in New York. I believe it's in September, and he's going to be there. I want to say this is completely apart from 24 weeks, something around that, like 12 weeks, something like that, a few weeks. Hadestown was very good. Yeah, it looks really good. You might get blue You might get blue light discount, Jess. Potentially. Probably depends. Depends on the place. You need to actually get a blue light card. Still haven't got one. I can get one, but I haven't gone out anywhere that can take it and I could actually use the discount. But when I do, then I will get it, and it'll be easy. My friend is going to see the Harry Potter musical in New York with Tom Felton. Oh, that's going to be so good. I do love Tom Felton, how I don't think he'll ever live down the fact that he was in Harry Potter. I think if there's going to be anyone in the new Harry Potter series from the old one that makes a cameo, it's going to be Tom Felton. It's going to be him. He's everywhere. I saw Wicked for free as my client whom I went with has a companion card, and the companion gets in for free. We got $200 seats and only paid for one. It's a great view and show. Yeah, Gemma, I think that's the only way they do discount seat, like the free carer kind of seat thing. The Hippodrome. Yeah, that's a pity. No way I'm going to the US to see him. yeah, it's a bit far, and I don't think the play is worth it just to see him. I was in row E or F of the stalls when I went to see Mary Poppins. Best seats ever when she flew over our heads. Yeah, there's a bit in the Harry Potter play where the Dementors fly over your heads, but it's for people in the balcony and circle, so you actually go, yes, we've got good seats. You can use a blue light discount card in stores like JD Sports. I don't shop in JD Sports, but that's good to know. You can get it at most restaurants, but I just don't go out to eat much, or if I do, it's with my parents and they both have blue light cards, so they use theirs. I mean, it's only, what, like £5 to get one, but I'll just wait until I'll actually use it. Oh, I feel like I'm taking forever to colour this tonight. Just chatting and enjoying the layering. Tom Felton was my childhood crush. Love that. I think he was a lot of people's. Many years I have waited for a gift like yours to appear. Or if you're doing the Harry Potter, 12 years I've waited in Azkaban. I saw that they're starting the Wicked Part 2 press tour like next week or something, and I'm just like, why so early? Like, it's November, end of November, so August, September, October, no, 3 months of press tours. Like, what? I feel like a month ahead, fair play. 3 months seems insane. Or is it always like that and we just don't realise because it's not so highly anticipated like this one is, because it's a part 2 and all that. I mean, Jonathan Bailey, what busy year he must be having with press tours. The fact that he just had Jurassic World and straight after Wicked. Busy man. And he'll probably be doing some Bridgerton stuff starting next year. I still wish Harry and Hermione got together. No, Angie, no. Do not I'm not a Hermione shipper. It's Ron Hermione all the way. All the way. I do hope the series will do Ginny justice better and actually develop their love story, because it is so sweet in the books and then they just ruined it in the films to have basically nothing, no personality. Cannot wait for 21st November. Gonna see it with Steve as well. Why doesn't he see it with us? Or you're saying this because you want to see it twice? Probably the latter. 21st was a Friday, wasn't it? So I worked out that I could do that and I won't be working. Go down for the day if we do like an afternoon showing. Like maybe go either see the film then have lunch, or have lunch then see the film, one or the other. Something like that, Zoe, is my thinking. Or I suppose I could book the Saturday off and then have a long weekend. That's an idea. Zoe's like, yes, do that. Got a build that hype, yeah. You love Bridgerton? Yeah, I love Bridgerton too. You're Hermione too? Yeah, yeah. Always them. Always them. Yes, a Friday. He also does voice work in Final Fantasy XIV. Ah, there you go. He is a busy boy. He is, and it's the fact that he's busy with projects, and they're big projects as well. They're not just little films here and there. They are, like, ever since Bridgerton, he has been doing very well for himself. Just want to say thanks, Jess, for making my early morning colouring session a better one. Just listening to you chat with us, folks. You are so welcome, Gemma. And I want to say thank you all for raising my mood. I was feeling very, very tired today. If you don't know, I have chronic fatigue, so I have days where I do just feel tired. I got up at a reasonable time for me this morning, had breakfast, went back upstairs and then slept again. Came to my desk, was still feeling tired, did a bit of colouring, wasn't really feeling it. Went back to bed again, had like a half an hour nap at sort of 5 o'clock-ish. And at that point I was like, do I stream, do I not? And I thought, you know what, it will cheer me up. And I'm glad I did, because it definitely did cheer me up. I think if I didn't stream, I would have just been kind of wallowing. So maybe that's what I need to do in the future. Just stream, and it will give me some energy. Brighten my mood. Not gonna lie, I was gutted when I found out Jonathan was gay. Me too, Angie, even though there's never anything. But I tell you what, the more I see of him, the more I'm like, how did I not know he was gay? Like, he is such a gay man. The way he talks, the way he holds himself, the way he acts around people, he's such a gay man. I love him. I love him. I'm loving those pineapple slices. Yeah, they look tasty. They look tasty, and I want some pineapple. Also, please no Wicked 2 spoilers, everyone. I haven't seen the play, but love the movie. Absolutely no. I will not do that, Saturn. I will not spoil anything. All I say is, don't look at theories, because a lot of people have seen it, and they know. So just don't look up anything about Wicked if you want to be surprised. He's a national treasure. He really is. We were watching an old episode of The Wheel the other night, and one of the questions was about the Rear of the Year award, which I think is just a thing in the UK. They used to do every year. someone would get the rear of the year, so who's got the bum of the year. I thought it was just men, but it's a male and a female winner each year, and I was like, has Jonathan Bailey won it? Because he should. He has a lovely bum. Looked it up and they discontinued it in 2019. Very sad. But the absolute random list of celebs that have won that Rear of the Year award is hilarious to me. Like, one year we had, it was like Idris Elba, huge actor, and then some like small, not very well known British TV presenter woman, and you're just like, what? Peter Andre won it one year. Yeah, let's have a look at the list of winners. It was fun looking up this list, being like, they won it? Okay. Rear of the Year. It was a British award. It's so weird and British, isn't it? Oh yeah, some random people have won it. Transition. So it went on for quite a while, but like, got Amanda Holden, Andy Murray. Yeah, this was it. Rachel Riley and Idris Elba. Like, huge actor, and then just a random British TV presenter who's known for doing Countdown. I thought Russell Watson was a bit odd. And Ian Wright. We're just like, Graham Norton. For people outside of the UK, you're probably like, who are half of these people? Yes, to Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, great winner. Did Peter Andre win it? Robbie Williams did. I remember Lee Mead winning it shortly after he won the Joseph talent show thing. No, Peter Andre isn't on this list. Yeah, the question was which of the Harry Potter cast had won Rear of the Year. It was Daniel Radcliffe. Lots of Strictly celebs. I love how Flavia and Vincent won it the same year, because they were often coupled together, like professionally, professional partners. Old Vorders, Countdown, like 2 Countdown ladies. Fair play. Yeah, Aled Jones. I wouldn't think of him as having a great bum, but there you go. Frank Skinner, another one. You're just like, really? This middle-aged comedian. And Gary Barlow, you're just like, okay. I want to know how this actually worked, like who was voting. But yeah, there you go, some random British award for anyone not in the UK who had never heard of it. There you go. That was a thing that used to exist, the Rear of the Year. Hi Girl on Fire, welcome in. I didn't see Jonathan Bailey in anything until Wicked, and then I watched Bridgerton and was like, ooh, okay, I see it, haha. I mean, the fact that basically his first scene in Bridgerton is just his bare ass on the screen. It's just, like, great. Bridgerton was the first thing I'd seen him in. I think he'd done a few little, like, British comedy programs before that. Like, Bridgerton wasn't his first role. He'd done other stuff before that. I remember Ollie winning and Ronan. Yeah. Tom Hiddleston. Henry Cavill would be a good contender. Yeah. Oh my gosh, 1986. Michael Barrymore. Yeah. Probably classed as too racy now, or too objectifying. I had only ever heard of the male winners in the past, though. I didn't realise that females also won it. Like, I thought it was kind of a way of, like, I don't know, objectifying the men who's got the best bum of the year. But no, they had a male and a female, so I was like, oh, okay. I finished a Rumour Wonders cake page that I saw you've coloured. I tried matching the pastel colours I used with my Brut Fino Macaron 72 set. I used acrylic markers. I don't know if I should do a background though. Oh, I know the page you're on about. I did that for my birthday a couple of years ago. This one. Love this. What pencils did I use on this? It may have been the Brut Fino Macarons actually. It's very pastel colours. Yeah, it was in 2023, my birthday then. So I can't even think of what this brown is from. Maybe the Brute Funas, and then the macarons for the cake part. But yeah, love that. I used all my favourite colours. Purple's my favourite, and then I just like pastels. Coloured this on my birthday. Lots of fun. When I think of British awards, I always think about how the bar scene in Only Fools and Horses consistently won funniest scene ever for years and years. Yeah, they do a lot of random best scene or best moment of the year in British TV kind of things. You tried matching the colours. I did. Ah, nice. You said you used Brute Funa square and macaron. I don't have the square ones, and I have the Brute Funa macaron 72 set. I also used acrylic paint. Ah, yeah, it was a while ago, but yeah, I think it was Brute Funa squares and macarons. I don't have the 72 set. I have the older. Do I have the 72 set? It just doesn't feel like it's 72 colours. Where's my swatch? It's in here somewhere. That's not it. Oh, I can't find my swatch chart. It's in there somewhere in this drawer. I need to tidy this drawer out and have a better kind of organisation in it. It's just randomly got my Brute Funas in this drawer under my desk, as well as some swatch charts and extra supplies, but it's an absolute mess. I can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've got the 50 set. I think you've got the 50. There we go. You knew before I did. Yeah, I got the 50 set because I just counted. I've got 2 trays and 25 on each. You've got the 50 macaron set. Yeah, some of mine are quite small and I don't use them very often anymore. Zoe, it was his dancing in Dancing Who Life that got me. Or for me, it was that moment in the trailer where he, through life. Oh, just, I've watched that moment in the trailer so many times. It's like, that doesn't cause a sexual awakening. I don't know what will. For boys and girls. Zoe's also got the 50. I'm going to take a pic of my page and send you on Insta. Oh, let me find it. Let me go on my Insta. Sorry, something went wrong. There it is. Oh, just waiting for the pic to come through. It says, here's my page. I haven't got it yet. Ah, yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. Let me share, Transition. Look how cute. Love it. And yeah, I can see you used acrylic paint for the background. Nice solid colour. Yeah, that's a great recreation. It does look like my page. So it's kind of funny seeing someone else do it. Looks lovely. Thanks for sharing. And your name's Adriana, is it? I see it on here. So that'd be nice to know to call you Adriana now. But yeah, thanks for sharing. Looks so pretty, yeah. The bit that keeps going in my head from the second movie trailer is the phenomenon. I've only watched this part 2 trailer once, I think, when it first got released. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like moments from the second trailer. I can't think. I need to watch it again. Or not. I know, Zoe, you're going to be obsessed with the song he sings in the second part. You're going to love it. It's a good one. Because before the movie, I didn't really like the songs in Act 2, but I think I'm going to like them more with the movie in a weird way. Like just listening to the whole playlist. I basically just listened to the final song and that was about it. But listening to clips, the bit from the trailer that always got into my head was the where she's doing the spells from the Grimoire. It's not a spoiler, it's just her doing magic in it. Yeah, loads of people saying it's so pretty, Adriana. Thanks for sharing. I have my friends laughing anytime I watch the full Monty. I'm like, I've been scammed. They only showed the bums and no pee-pees. Well, yeah. They do that with everything though, don't they? They'll show the boobs, but they won't show the pee-pees. I remember when Game of Thrones was first popular, and Emilia Clarke in an interview was like, "Free the peen." She goes, "I have to show my body. Why can't we see his?" Apparently, no one wants to see the male equivalents. I'll see the bum, see the behind, but not the front. It's like, where's the equality? My mum has literally just started watching it for the first time. She goes, "Guess what I'm watching?" Never in a million years would I have guessed she's watching Game of Thrones, because she used to grumble about it every time I talked about it when it was coming out. But she saw it was available for free on Sky Showcase. She's watching it on TV through Virgin, and yeah, she's kind of enjoying it. I think she's a bit overwhelmed by the amount of characters, but who isn't when you first start watching it? Ooh, what am I saying? The background is Black Widow brown, actually, because the brown you used on yours I don't have, or I don't know what it is. It works well. It's a good recreation. I don't know what brown I used. I've got my swatch here. That's polychromos. Where's my Brute Bruner one? There it is. No, that's Black Widows. We'll get there eventually. Still look the same. Maybe I won't get there eventually. Yeah, it's in the case. Here it is. I reckon it was this one, 93 and 20. Just a light layer of that. Where am I at? My fave songs keeps changing, lol. It was Dancing Through Life for so long. Yeah, I know. That's the bit I'm on about. I thought it was Phenomenon. No, it's like the incantation is I don't know what the actual words are, but it's a incantation. No good deed goes unpunished. I love that bit. I was just sleeping on the Act 2. You're often doing shows. Act 1 has such bangers in it, and you get to it. But to be fair, I didn't like Dancing Through Life. I never listened to it on my musicals playlist until the film came out, and I got obsessed with it. I think because I was able to kind of contextualise it a bit better, because there's a lot of story in that song. The eerie double page with Snow White and Briar Rose. I haven't finished because I haven't done the stained glass part. I haven't felt like coming back to it, but when I do, I'll show. I'd love to see it. Love to see it, Adriana. Peepees. Try watching an Icelandic film that hasn't won. Oh. Yes. I was like, free the Owen? What's Owen got to do with it? Free the Peen. This is the greatest colouring stream ever. You're welcome. Let's face it, men's equipment is not exactly pretty to look at, lol. I think that's probably what they believe. Must survive the next 15 minutes. We need no more emails or pings. No, it isn't, Michelle. Oh, true. Thanks, yeah. I feel like there's not a lot of light browns in general in Prismas, except, and I prefer light browns to dark ones. Yeah. I mean, yeah, looking at these Arrtx ones, there's not really a brown like it. Yeah, Black Widows have some great browns. Like, all of these are good kind of cakey colours. I think it's probably one of Saddle or Dark Tan or Stink Bug, I reckon, is something that you probably used for the background. As you said, Black Widows. Thanks, yeah, I feel like, oh no, read that one. My Nicholas Filbert book has been dispatched from Korea. Yay! Woo, woo, woo. So you're gonna love that so much and treasure it so much. I do quite like popular. You're gonna be popular. I'm boring. Defying Gravity is my jam. Yeah, I think objectively, Defying Gravity is the best song. It is the best. But my favourites, Zoe doesn't agree with me and she would always roll her eyes whenever it comes on. I love One Short Day, I do. But specifically the Broadway version. Hate the film version with the extra bit they add in the middle, hate it. So in my Wicked 2024 film musical playlist, instead of the film version of One Short Day, I put in the Broadway one. I just swapped them out. I love that, and I love What Is This Feeling. Love that song. And also, my favourite for belting in the car is The Wizard and I. Love that. But yeah, I think if I had to say a favourite, it's Defying Gravity or Fall Good. Love Fall Good. Oh, you stink bug, yeah, there we go. Totally agree with your regards to brown Prismacolor. Yeah, I hate the brown Prismas. I love the browns in Polychromos. They're just the perfect range of browns. Yellow browns, red browns, neutral browns, perfect. You've got poopy browns, you've got nice beigey browns, and then you've got ugly red browns, and I don't like red browns. There's no like proper yellow, like these are yellow tone, but they're more poopy than yellow tone browns. Arrtx don't have a good range. Black Widows and Prisma have the best browns in my opinion. I wish it was easier to find Nick Filbert's second colouring book that is out of print. Serena's on Etsy. What Is This Feeling is my #1 spot at the moment. It's such a good song. I love it, and it's such a good one to sing. It's a good song to sing. I like a song which has a good like ensemble track as well, which is why I like What Is This Feeling and One Short Day. I like the harmonies in it. I'm not referring to Serena. He has 3 adult colouring books total. I'm not familiar with Nick Filbert, so I can't help you there. What Is This Feeling is my #1 spot at the moment. Yeah, it's so good. I just wish it was a bit longer, you know. It feels like it's over quite quickly. And I love the choreo in the film of What Is This Feeling. So good. Like, who would have thought cutlery could have been... Oh, my cutleryography whacked the screen. I just love it. And the bookography. Oh, loved that. Serene was the second one. First was Fantasia, third was Another Lady's Name, and then Lorraine is the newest one. I wonder where he gets his names for his books. Yeah, Polly seemed to have some good light browns. Yeah, Prismas, they're too dark or reddish. I love Polly's for just all day, everyday browns. And then I like grabbing the Black Widows for their beigey colours. I used to use Fawn and Oyster a lot for their beige tones before I got the Skin and the Dragon sets, and then I got a few more beige tones, which I'm trying to use these more than Fawn now because Fawn's quite small. I did use that a lot to just supplement my other pencil sets. Like I'd use Polychromos for a page and then have Fawn to have a nice light beigey brown. If I see some Polychromos sold individually, I'll try to get some light browns. I only have 1 brown and 1 blue and 1 green, I think. My favourites, and the ones that I've used up the most, is Bista and Nougat. So Bista is a slightly more yellow toned brown and Nougat's a more neutral brown. But I really like both of those. In fact, Bista, I've just got my 3rd pencil. It's going to be the first pencil I use up 2 of. Because I do use it a lot. And the same with Nougat, that's getting close to being quite small on my 2nd pencil. Yeah, I reach for them both. It depends if I'm going for a more neutral tone or a more yellow tone. They are quite similar in their colour, so just pick whichever you prefer if you're just getting one. I wouldn't necessarily suggest getting both if you've only got a few Prismas, but not Prismas, polys, but those are the ones that I recommend open stock. Burnt Umber I use quite a lot, and Van Dyke Brown for the darker shades that go with those colour pairings. I wish Fantasia was easier to find, even though it is out of stock now. Those beige ones I never use. Oh, Adriana, give them to me. No, keep them. Because one day you'll be like, oh, I need these. I do. I like light colours, and often I just want like a beige wall, or like a lighter belly patch on an animal or something like that. So that's when those beigey colours are good. I quite like the Pablo browns too. I don't have any Pablos. They're on my future list. Chroma Flows are the ones I'm going to get next. They are next on my list. I'm thinking probably I'll get them in the Black Friday sale when the price drops then, because they have gone up again. They went down for the Amazon Prime Day sales, and they actually stayed down for quite a while. They were at £99 for a while, but I did notice they have gone back up again. But at that point I just got Arrtx Jurors, I'd just completed my full set of Black Widows, and I didn't want to get a third full set, so I thought I'd spread the love, let myself use the other two pencil sets a bit more before getting the Chroma Flows. But yes, I will definitely be getting them later this year. My 4 Black Widow browns are so small. Yeah, I used Mahogany quite a lot. Mahogany, Foxy Brown, and so now I've got the other pencil sets. I try and use some different ones. Use Mahogany, Foxy Brown, Dark Tan, Stink Bug a lot. Saddle and Dark Tan are quite close to each other, so I've been swapping out Dark Tan for Saddle recently. And then Mahogany's quite unique compared to all the colours surrounding it. It's not as red as Negro or Tarantula, but not quite as orangey as Castle, Foxy Brown. So Mahogany is a good one. You're already saving up for the Black Friday sale. I don't tend to get that much on sales. There'll sometimes be stuff which like I've got my eye on, but most of the time I just kind of, if there's something there, I'll get it. But I tend to get things when I feel inspired to get them a lot of the time. Yeah, I've got my eye on the Chroma Flows this time. I'm so glad I have isopropyl alcohol. Got a small bit of alcohol marker ink on my duvet colour. I managed to get it off with the alcohol. I also find nail polish remover. If I ever get any alcohol marker on my desk or on my hands, like that I've covered my fingers in it because I'm removing a tip and putting a different tip in, then use a bit of nail polish remover, acetone, and it clears it off really well. So that's another good thing, good little trick for you. I need to get some isopropyl alcohol to refill colourless blenders, because I've heard that's a cheap way of doing it, because I don't have any. I may need to go buy a couple of polys for the Sagan colour along. So much of those browns is in the Puss in Boots. Yeah, I did use quite a few of the browns. And the sanguine. Have a look on my Colourful Country Life at her colour pencil conversion chart. See if there's anything that you have in your current sets that you can use, just to save you buying pencils and just using whatever you have. Because on her website she does have a lot of conversions. I used to use it for Prismas to polys before I got my Prismas fairly often. Oh, Adriana sent me another photo. Let's have a look-see. Nope, she hasn't. That's just my phone being extremely slow at receiving the notification. It just popped up now, and that was ages ago. Lovely. Well done, foam. Yeah, my foxy brown and stink bug and tarantula and scorpion are small. Yeah, they're good ones. Good ones. Same, me neither, because we don't really get good sales in Amazon Canada. Yeah, the Black Friday sales, it's mainly for tech that it's really good for. But everything else is, you can get good deals throughout the rest of the year. I'm using Black Widows now. I find they work amazingly in the mythographic book I'm colouring in at the moment. Yes, I've used Black Widows quite a few times in my mythographics. In fact, I think I've used pretty much only polychromos and Black Widows in my mythographic books, because they're just my faves. Work really nicely, and especially for like layering on top of alcohol markers, they work well for that as well. I refill my colours blender but put too much last time, so it drips now. Yeah, you've got to add little by little, doesn't you? Don't you? Yeah, Facebook does that with me. Yeah, for colouring stuff, not really. The same with Amazon Prime sales. Like, I think last year there were pretty much no good deals on Amazon Prime sales, and then this year there were a whole bunch. I know Zoe got a great deal on, what was it, Lightfast? Derwent Lightfast that you got? Yeah, I think it was. She got a great deal on that. That was for a very limited time. Chromophones were discounted. So we had some alright ones. I feel like I saw something about books just now and I don't remember reading it. There's a couple on books, Brittany, from £76. About the Nick Filbert ones. Ashley is free. She's free. I'm using Derwent Chromophones on my current mythographic page. I think I prefer Albert Durers though. Well, I will need to test my Albert Durers on a mythographic page soon, so I'm quite enjoying using them at the moment. I'll need a pretty amount if I want Holbein and Chromaflone, and if there are no good deals I will wait till my birthday. Yeah, Holbeins are very expensive, aren't they? Yes, it was £129 for 1 hour. Honestly, Zoe gets some great deals. You got a great deal on some alcohol markers one time as well, didn't you? I thought that Forest Cuties book was going to be like a very quick, oh, it's only £2 deal, but no, it seems to have lasted. So I ordered that quite a few weeks ago, and it said it was going to ship September. It was like September 14th was the estimated delivery date, and then it shipped today. And I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. We have no equivalents, that's okay. I need to start building up a collection of nice pencils because now I'm using cheap ones. It's nice building your collection over time though, Kimberlyn. It is very satisfying. I'm still building up my Derwent Inktense. I think I've got just over 50 colours, 52. Thinking I might get another 20 colours. I can show you my swatch of what I've got. But yeah, I started my Inktense with, it was a 12 or 24 set, a little tin. My grandma got it for me for a birthday or a Christmas gift years ago before I started colouring, and I thought, okay, don't know what these are and what they'll be used for. Put them away on a shelf somewhere, and then when I got into colouring I saw people talking about Inktense and I was like, I feel like I have some of these. Check my room, and there we go. And it had like the basic colours. It had sun yellow, poppy red, sea blue, I think, deep indigo. It had a few. I think it was a 12 set, and then I've just been buying sort of 10 or so each time, getting a bundle. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I might want to get a few more and just trying to fill these gaps out. So I'm thinking like get sugar plum, and I look at someone's swatch chart online and seeing colours that I think I'd use and ones which are different, because there are some which are very similar to each other and I kind of feel like there's no point me even getting. Like some of the yellows are very similar in tone. I need to take this and check out Zoe's swatch in person and be like, okay, I want this colour, because seeing the colours in person is different than seeing them online. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling maybe a few more browns. I'm lacking a few browns. I've got a lot of greens because I like using greens, and a lot of blues, so I use them a lot. Yeah, I got a lot of the light colours because those are kind of my favourites, the light and the darkest. So yeah, it's been satisfying building those. I was building my collection of Tombos and I got to a point where I liked all of the ones I had. I had a good range because I kind of just bought them to fill in the gaps of colours that I don't have, like that you can't find anywhere else, like all of these really nice light pastel tones, like these light blues you can't find anywhere else, these pinks, purples, these browns are great, but they're so expensive now. I used to get them on Cass Art and Cult Pens in the 3 for 2 sales, but now you can't even find them reduced. They're about £3 each, and I just don't think they're worth it. I think buying Crayolas is better, and I think I've replaced this 451. This light blue is a perfect sky blue. I use it quite a lot. Yeah, I don't think I'll be adding many more to my collection because I've got most of them in the Crayolas, which are way cheaper. Oh, I'm very behind on messages. I got the full tin of Arrtx for £1.29 on Amazon Prime Day sales. That's a great deal. That's literally just over £1 a pencil. Love it. I have an art shop that sells them open stock, so I'll just pick up the colours I don't have equivalent of to start. Yeah, that's a great idea. It's nice supporting your local art shops too. Yeah, the 168 Ohuhu for £35. Amazon price glitch, and then some were faulty in the set, so Ohuhu sent me a second set for free. Wow. Ashley's watching and laying on the couch, just chilling after work with salt and vinegar crisps. Love it. Or as you would say, chips. But for us those would be crispy chips, French fries. And 3 years on, they've only just started running out. I bought the 100 for Prime Day, and oh my god, those ink tents are intense. They are. I do love the ink tents. I'm still building my luminance collection. I have just over 50 of them and have been collecting them for over 2 years. It's nice seeing it just slowly build and being like, oh, I've got new colours to play with. It's exciting. When I'm not poorly, we can have another colouring day. So true, ink tents are very cool. They are. Zoe, poof, you're better. Did it work? I wish, Ashley. I got a beautiful book today. I can't decide if it's Japanese or Korean, but you and Zoe would love it, I think. Ooh, what's the book, Michelle? Send Instagram pictures. Yes, please. Thank you for trying, though. Yeah, Ashley the Magic, Feeling Better Fairy. Didn't hear what you liked over Tune. Well, sorry, I'm not sure what you're on about, my colouring saga. Not sure, didn't hear what I liked about what. Well, that was tedious, and Maria paper is not very fond of water. Looks like soft pastel to the rescue once the page is dry. Yeah, I've heard that about Maria's paper. I have been hesitant to use, I think I used ink tents once for a background, and it worked okay. Yeah, I hear it's not that great. The Arrtx work nice as base on the Hanakazen paper. Yeah, I'm really liking Arrtx as basing. I've used them in my Nelko Neko's Story of Precious Cats book. What else have I used them on? I've used them on a few things, haven't I? Have I? I'm trying to think now. Let's check my journal. Check my journal. Refer to the journal. Arrtx. Oh, I didn't write down things from last month. I just didn't do it, couldn't be bothered. There was definitely another page I used my Arrtx on. It's really bothering me that I can't think of what it is now. Sorry, what you liked over the water-based markers, Tombow. Ah, no worries. I was just like, what I liked over Tome? I was confused. I like the Crayola Super Tips. So just the, basically the kids markers that you get in a set of 100. They're about £20 and last you a long time, and they have such a great colour range. Very few gaps, but yeah, the Tombows are just, for me, they're very expensive for what they are and not worth it for the price, in my opinion. Not anymore. When they used to be on sale for deals, it was alright. Right, let's have a look at my... Oh yes, that was it, Fragile World. I used them for the Lima Leaf Frogs. I knew I'd used them on another page. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, that was it. Yeah, they worked really nicely on Kirby's paper. But I've used Inktense quite a few times in Kirby's books, so I had a feeling they would work well. Let's get some colouring. Yes, Crayolas, you have those. You've just saved me some money. Yeah, I don't necessarily recommend. I also got the Ohuhu jewel chip. I'll show you what they look like. These, they came in a circular tub, I think it was. There's 120 colours. They don't have the best colour range, and I find they're a bit streaky. I used to use them, and then I got the Crayola Super Tips, and I never really use them anymore. I've got them stored in a thing right by my desk, and I think I need to switch them out for my Crayolas because I never use these, and I use my Crayolas all the time. It'd be better to have them easy access rather than these. A lot of them are running out though. I did use them a lot. You can see from the tip it's a bit frayed, but these were okay. I just found in my colour by numbers these were a lot more streakier. Let me see if I have an example in the Princess's book, because I used to use them. This was the first colour by number book I got. You can see they also bled through. Sometimes if they were like new and super juicy, they would bleed through. It's done okay for streakiness on this page. You know what, actually they weren't that bad for streaking. I think I'm being more harsh on them, because looking at these, they're really not that bad. Here it was a bit, but I think it would have been like that for the Tombows, not Tombows, the Crayolas as well. Yeah, these were all, I think they were all, they were good for the skin. It had a good Moana skin tone, nice brown tone. Oh, this was when one of the colours was running out, and I made an absolute mess of Pocahontas' skin, and I haven't returned to the book since. So I do need to return to this. I got up to page 40, so it'd be good to come back. I went through this one in order. The first pens I used here were these little ones by Faber-Castell. These were very streaky, and they've got really small tips, so it took a long time. But these did me well. I got them when I was doing my journaling because they had a nice range of colours, so I used them a lot in there. But yeah, these are very streaky. And then I switched to the Ohuhu ones, and they were much better. They're okay. They are okay, but they're not really, they're nowhere near a dupe for the Tombows. They don't really compare to them that great. I just like my Crayola Super Tips, and they're so cheap and so easy to get hold of, and they now have 150 colours, so I definitely recommend them. Where am I now? I've got the Crayola 50 set markers and the Crayola Pastel 20 set. I've got the Ohuhu, but don't really use them anymore because most books are double-sided, and some Ohuhu colours I use, most are dry. If anything, they look less streaky. Yeah, I don't know. Let's grab Tome 11 to compare. Yeah, in a way they are a little bit less streaky compared to the Crayola Super Tips. But for these, I don't care if they have streaks. I just embrace them, because for me it's about the process in these books, the mindlessness of colouring without thinking. It's probably quite a good comparison. This red was a Tombow. these browns and the yellow. Depends on the colour. I think they're just about as streaky as each other. Michelle just messaged me. The book is the fairy tale one on your radar with the blue cover. Yes, that, when I do my Aladdin order, which I think I'm going to do at the end of this month, I'm getting that book. I'm telling you now. Oh yeah, here's Michelle's. I can share it with you. This book looks amazing. I saw it pop up on Aladdin a few months ago and I was like, right, next Aladdin order, I am getting this book. Sent another image as well. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I love a fairy tale book. I may wait to get this book. I'm thinking of doing a flip through of all my fairy tale colouring books because I've got quite a few. I've got a fair few and there's a whole range of styles. It'd be nice to have that as a sort of reference, so maybe I'll wait to get this. Maybe I'll do an order this week. Maybe I can't wait to the end of the month. Maybe I'll have a look after stream. Oh yeah, I cannot wait to get this. It's one of those books that has the coloured image on the left and for you to copy on the right, filled with gorgeous fairy tales. There are a bunch of flip throughs. I can't remember who did one, but if you look online of like Korean colouring book haul, you should be able to find someone doing a flip through if you're interested. I have just noticed the time, it's 10:15. I just want to add a bit of brown shading to the pineapple segments here, and then I'm going to have to shoot off. I feel like I've done barely anything in stream tonight. It's just been a bit of a chatty one. Nothing wrong with that. That is way too bright. I think I ruined that there. Always just get a rubber or an eraser. Remove that. There we go, that's better. I do really like how these pineapples have turned out. See, they are a bit different to what they have there. I'm going to get out iron oxide brown. There it is. Just to bring in this more kind of neutral tone brown. It's getting my sheet of paper. Eraser sounds so much better. I do try to say eraser if I'm talking about one of these on stream or on videos, because I know for Americans a rubber means something completely different. So I do try to be mindful of that. Like, I hope Americans try and be mindful about the fact that we call it a bum bag here, because what you call it in America means something completely different. Yeah, doesn't mean bum. It's your front bum. Talked a lot about bums in this stream. Rubber is for the peen. Yeah, I know what it is. Whenever I think of rubbers, I think of that scene in in Mean Girls where the PE teacher, although it's not called that, he's like, right now everyone get yourself a rubber. Get yourself some rubbers. I always think of that scene. But no, for us, we call these rubbers. You rub it out. But you shouldn't say that. So I do try and say erase out, but I mean, that's what I call it, so it slips out. We realise you're British, lol. The only thing I would say is there are some pages where the background is done. You know what, Michelle? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the background being done. I think more colouring books should have a background done, because I don't like backgrounds. Do I have set days for the live stream? Yes, Kimberlyn. Wednesdays and Fridays, same time, 7:30 BST, which was just under 3 hours ago, your time. So that's Wednesdays and Fridays. I try to do that every week, and then there may be a bonus every now and then. But yeah, I think I may again do some more tweaking off camera, but I think this is where I'm going to leave it today. And then between streams on Friday I'll probably pick out some greens to do for the leaves and work on those next. I do have all the blues picked out for the river, but I got scared. It's just because there's a bit of reflection in it, and just this. But yeah, I am going to say goodbye to you all now. If you are in the UK, have a good night. If you're in other parts of the world, have a good rest of your day. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, have a good morning. Morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. Enjoy the rest of the day. I am going to get ready for bed as I am working at 7 AM tomorrow. Yay. But I finish at 2, so that's going to be fine, and should be a nice day at work tomorrow. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining me tonight. As always, I will put the pencils in the description, and I will adjust the title and the everything else, the thumbnail and whatnot. Yeah, thanks for joining me this evening, and I will see you all on Friday if you are free. Bye everyone.